Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Point Museum, and welcome back to Passwater Cove. Things are going pretty well here, although I will say right off the rip that we are not going to be spending a lot of time with the aquarium today. I just wanted to take a moment to walk you through a couple of the changes that I've made to the aquarium, because we will probably come back here and I will probably forget about them by the time we end up doing that. First things first, we have another interactive exhibit. It's relatively close to the first one that we had, and no one really uses it, but I just wanted something for this space. Secondly, we have a few new fish because I did send out some expeditions. We have got some pristine fish in here, and I've leveled up some of my staff in the process, as well as maxing out some of the aquatic expeditions that we have. I haven't really gone and done all of them because I just didn't really feel like doing it, but we have some new fish, and so people are generally kind of happy about that. And then finally, as you might have seen right at the start, I've sort of changed the area around the museum a little bit. I've decorated it with some new trees, I've put down some grass, I've changed the textures and all that good stuff because, as we've talked about in the past, it slightly bothered me that it wasn't really all uniform and nicely laid out. I think this is a fair bit better, so this is what we're going for. There's also some benches, there's just some good stuff around here, and generally, I'm really happy with how this museum is looking. And so that brings us to the museum map, because to get Curator Class 4, we need a 1-star rating in the Bungle, Wasteland, and Pebberley Heights museums, that being Pebberley Heights down here, and then I assume Bungle Wasteland is this one over here. But we also need to get bronze in the Remote Rock Pop-Up Expedition, or exhibition. Those words, man, every time I trip over one. That's going to be this guy right here. It is a marketing exhibition. We need to run a hit exhibition by attracting guests and hyping up its collection. Tell me this doesn't look like a screenshot from Evil Genius 2. I think we're going to go for this because I don't imagine it's going to take all that long. And then, well, then we're going to have to pick one of the other museums is what we're going to have to do. There is no way this isn't inspired by Evil Genius 2. It looks, I mean, I realize it's just a desert plateau, but it looks like it's from Evil Genius 2. I mean, seriously, it looks identical. Anyway, 2 Point artist Zara Fitzpocket is used to opening art shows all over the county to packed crowds. But this new exhibition on a rock in the desert is going to be a stretch. Show that with the right marketing, no location is too remote for a hit museum. This exhibition will score total guest buzz. Good luck. Okay. So what exactly do I need to do here? Is it because everything's just sort of all over the place that we kind of have that problem, or is it supposed to be all over the place? That's something I can't really figure out with this. I suppose there's probably more context here. Hi, I'm Zara and welcome to Remote Rock. Isn't it striking? Isn't it funny? Isn't it a wonderfully strange location? Unfortunately, I forgot to send out the invitations to the exhibition again, making the location strange, but not so wonderful. Build a marketing office and start getting the word out. The expedition, every time, the exhibition will be running for a year, and I can't have a failure on my hands. Not again. So, we need to build a marketing office. We haven't really played with marketing so far. It also only needs to be 2x2, which is kind of amazing. So, I mean, that's good. That's very good. I've also noticed this is like an entire staff wing down here, which is pretty cool. Do we have a public bathroom somewhere? We do. Public bathroom down there is totally fine. So a little 2x2 marketing office. I'm going to do a little 2x3 marketing office here. I assume I might need more than one person doing the marketing though. So let's do, what is this? A marketing desk. Let's do a marketing desk here. And I want I can't get another one. Okay. In that case, let's, do I want to make this room bigger? I think I do. We'll go for a slightly bigger room. We will put a marketing desk right there. A marketing desk, I want to say, oh, you can only have, oh my God. I'm a little out of practice. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little out of practice with my 2 Point museum. Let's put this thing over here. That seems like a great idea. I don't know if we're going to need multiple of these. So I'm going to do one there. I'm going to put a filing cabinet next to it because that seems fun. And then we have marketing shelves that we can unlock, which I guess we can do right there. What else have we got in here? We have a planning board. This all increases our marketing effectiveness as well. So I'll tell you what, we're going to expand the room again is what we're going to do. And I'm going to figure out some way to make this all sort of work together. So this guy's going here. This guy is going over here. And in between those, I want the idea board because that looks like it makes sense. I would like a marketing calendar. I would like a planning board. And I just want to make this room into like the best marketing room it can possibly be. Obviously, we're keeping the game paused until we figure out exactly what we're doing here. And once we unpause it, we're going all in on the marketing. So let's get this guy up here. That's going to be our calendar. This room is a bit of a mess, isn't it? It's not really, it doesn't really feel inspired is maybe the word I'm wanting to use here, but that feels a little pretentious. I don't know. I feel like I can make this better. Okay, this seems pretty good. I think it's nicely decorated. I think it does the job. You've built a marketing office. Fabulous. Use marketing to attract guests to the museum or boost their buzz. Campaigns have a wide range of effects, but I'll leave the decisions up to you. You'll need to employ qualified assistants to run marketing campaigns. As a thanks for leading the exhibition, you'll receive a perk for each bonus objective you complete. The guests will be here soon, hopefully. So a marketing office. In a marketing office, assistants can run powerful marketing campaigns to boost different facets of the museum. Guest marketing campaigns allow you to attract more guests to the museum, as well as target guests with particular interests. Run campaigns for exhibits, themes, or subcategories to create additional buzz around the museum. So we're still paused as we're doing this because I do kind of just want to take a look around here. I am noticing I don't think this exhibit is set up. I think what's going on right now is this is kind of set up. I mean, this is a bit of a mess, but it's more or less set up. This one, I think we can actually go and modify potentially. Can I move this stuff around? I totally can. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to move all of this around to try and create just, I'm not really interested in a super detailed exhibit here. I'm not really interested in it having a cool flow. We're kind of just going for something here that's going to really impress people, I guess, is kind of what we're going for. So what I think I'll do is, honestly, something like this is fine. We have all of these boxes around here. I'm thinking we just go and get rid of all of those. We have a little bit of money, so I can go ahead and afford to decorate around these guys. So that's what we're going to do with the prehistory stuff. We do have things like the prehistory dragonfly, which is pretty cool. We have things like these tusks. We have things like these. We have the banners. I think what we want to do maybe is get started with an info stand. I think that's probably fair. So right about there, we can do a nice big info stand. It does block everything though, which I don't necessarily love, but that's probably fine. We can do some glass info displays off to the side here and off to the side here so that they are available for everybody. I would like to get some benches in here. I think we'll keep it relatively simple and go for right there and right there, and the same on the other side. Okay, this took a little bit longer to put together than I was expecting, but this is now our prehistoric exhibit, and I think it sort of does the job. I also did a little bit of work over here with the supernatural botany stuff, and in this way, we already have some info boards, which I'm hoping are going to be totally fine. I think what we need to focus on really is just going to be the marketing stuff. So let's figure that out, I guess. I have no idea how marketing campaigns work, but we can go and target the museum. It can be elaborate, which is fine. We can target botany. We can target specific exhibits. That's very cool, but I think we're going to go for prehistory because that seems like a great idea. And we can also assign, thankfully, multiple people to this. We do have multiple assistants that can go work on that. So hopefully that's going to be good. The problem that I have is I don't know how many assistants we actually have here. And it turns out that's hiring staff. We have 3. So you, admittedly, actually, you guys being so highly leveled, I can train you in higher level marketing, which seems like a really good idea. That almost seems like what I'm supposed to do with these guys. And then we'll just go in and hire some standard assistants to go and kind of do everything else. So you're going to be hired to work at the ticket booth. We're going to hire you to work at the ticket booth. And you know what? I'm going to hire another one. We're going to get you to work at the ticket booth as well. So that should keep everything okay. There's plenty of space in here for these guys to learn, which is great. And so when they're done, they'll probably go into marketing and everything should be okay. I am realizing though, we only have space for 2 marketers in here. It would be nice to have 3, although I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see where exactly they go. Hopefully they level up nice and quickly, and hopefully everything is all right. We do have the bonuses of attracting 15 guests through general museum campaigns, attract 5 goth guests through marketing, and train a member of staff. So the training staff part is nice and easy. I'm also going to get rid of this stuff because we just don't need it. This is where I found a few more prehistoric exhibits. All of this over here, I mean, realistically, we can probably increase the buzz on a few of these things to make them all a little bit better. You, for example, are honestly fine, but your decoration kind of sucks. You could be near a candle. You could also be near a candle. I almost wonder if that's something we're supposed to do, kind of go around, get rid of a lot of the weird decorations in here, rearrange things a little bit, and try to make the museum better. I really genuinely don't know if this is something I need to do or that I'm supposed to do, but I feel like it's probably not a terrible idea to at least try and make it all make a little bit more sense. So these guys are in here, which is fine. We can go into Supernatural. We can go and get a candle, which is going to give us the buzz bonus on these guys. And so I guess what I'll do is put the candle back there. And again, the decoration on these guys generally sucks. So if we go in with like, we can do a chandelier right in the middle that hits everything. We can do a chandelier right here. We can do a chandelier here, which helps a lot of them. We have 4 of 5 in those. We have 3 on you guys. What do you guys want for your buzz bonus? You've already got it, which is great. So what I guess we can do is grab some other types of decoration, maybe the catacomb walls, and just sort of line this space with some catacomb walls and see what that does for the general decoration. And wouldn't you know, it did a great job. Very, very spooky looking wall right there, but I'm kind of okay with it. We'll do one there as well. And that gets all of those guys up to 5 out of 5. It's not a great looking space, admittedly, but it works. And that's kind of all I'm really concerned about right now. Down this way, this guy is not decorated at all. I don't think anything down here is really all that decorated, but again, I'm not going to worry too much about it. The botany stuff could be better as well, but I just want to see how the marketers do. I want to see how it goes. I also want to see, is there like a room capacity thing on this? No, they are all in there, which is great. So that's nice to see. Can we start other marketing? Do we need a marketing room per campaign? That could be ooh. I didn't really think about that. I'll be honest. I really didn't think about that. So maybe that's why marketing rooms are generally supposed to be small, because you're kind of just supposed to, that would make a lot of sense. They're supposed to be small because you do a lot of marketing campaigns at once. That's okay. We're going to have to keep that in mind. I want to see how this campaign goes, but we might genuinely want to go and start working on another marketing room and get more people in here to do this. I really didn't think about that, but that makes sense. We'll give this a try. I might be completely wrong. I might be completely off the mark on this, but I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm onto something here. So we'll see how it goes. Let's do the ideas board. I don't really know. Is this thing better? We'll do the ideas board, I guess. We'll do it like right there, and that should be fine. We can do the marketing calendar up on that wall, which seems great. I don't really think we're going to squeeze much else into the room, unfortunately, which is honestly, that's fine. I'm not super concerned about it. Can I do like a window? That's in a really weird spot, actually. Let's not do the window. Let's just build that, because I'm curious to see. Yeah, we can start another marketing campaign. Let me take one of the employees out of there. Let me go over here. And let me see, how do we attract? So we just attract goths with a campaign, which I guess is fine. Let's do an elaborate campaign to try and attract some goths to the to the museum, and we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping for good things. We're over halfway through almost the entire challenge, and we have about a third of the buzz that we need for a bronze trophy. But I would imagine things pick up once the marketing campaigns are done, right? Right? So I think we should do a general museum marketing campaign. We do need to do that, to be fair. We need to attract 15 people. So we'll do an elaborate one. We're not going to repeat it because I just want to see how that goes. And it does look like we are on track for the bronze trophy, which is great. I'm also noticing people in here complaining about having nowhere to donate. So let me do a little donation thing there and a little donation thing just over here as well, just to make sure everybody can, you know, give us money, which is kind of important. It does seem like we managed to attract all of the goths as well, which is great. Prehistory is getting a bit of attention down here as well, which I love. So let's, I guess, cancel this and start working on bringing tourists in here. And I also noticed a few people down here complaining about not having anything to drink. So despite the fact that we don't have a lot of money, let's get some vending machines in here. Let's try and make them nice and happy with a few vending machines. We'll do one right there. We'll do the other on the other side. And we'll hope for the best. Bit of a queue on this, but that should be fine. Again, very close to being done with the bronze here, which is beautiful news. Almost got 15 people in here through this marketing campaign as well. Hopefully the tourists start showing up, and we also need to earn money from tours as well. So, I mean, we can do that. We can certainly do that. Let's do a tour that starts here, and it's just going to go down and around these guys is what it's going to do. That should be a pretty easy tour to do. It's only 3 stars, but you know what? I'm okay with that. We'll go ahead and confirm it. That's hopefully going to make people happy. We might need more experts for that, but I'm not too sure. And I'm also wondering, do I want to get more marketers? I kind of want to train you guys now that I think about it. What does training you actually do? So it does just increase your marketing skill. I don't know what that means in the grand scheme of things, though. You know, I don't know if that means that, hey, they're faster or more efficient. I really have no idea. Also, this is full, which is incredible. We have got security on the way, which is also great. I think what I'm going to do, though, is get rid of this and replace it with one of the big ones, because I think that makes a little bit more sense. We'll go ahead and put it right there. I'm going to move this chandelier back just a little bit so it's directly overhead, and that should work out a little bit better for us. I'm also thinking we might need some bins around here. So let's go ahead and get a little bin right there and a little bin right there. And that reminds me, I need to add bins to my airport in Airport CEO. I know that's completely unrelated to this game, but I did see a comment talking about that recently. So if I don't do that in an episode or two of that series, or if I haven't done it already, then remind me. If you do happen to be watching that series, let me know that I need to let me know I need to add bins to my airport. Now, I will say the good news is that a buzz and duration boost perk. Let me have a look at these perks, because we get these perks from the bonuses that we're doing. So this increases buzz and increases guest visit duration. Let's get that on there. Let's get it on here as well. Let's get it on this one. And then we'll add it to one of these guys over here as well. We'll add it to you. And you know what? I want to add a little perk to you as well, just to increase your buzz. I don't know if it makes a difference, but we're going to add all of those. Hopefully we have people that can make that happen. Going to be slightly annoyed if we don't, but we will certainly see. We need to admit 10 child guests. Oh boy. Let's start appealing to families. That seems like a great idea. And then the other one was a prehistory campaign. So let's go into prehistory, elaborate. We have the money to do this, so we'll get that going as well. Where have my staff gone? What are you guys doing? You're kind of just chilling, and I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, you know what I think has happened? I think, yeah, one of my my marketers has come over here to the ticket booth. I kind of need you to only do marketing. I'm going to be quite honest with you. And you, yeah. So you need to go back to marketing is what you need to do. Just so we actually stay on top of that. Because if we fall behind, I'm kind of hoping I can get the silver trophy here. That's my goal right now. Now that I figured this out, I'm fairly sure we can do it. I'm fairly sure we can make it happen. And I'm also kind of hoping that we can get, you know, the 10 kids in here. We can complete the prehistory campaign. I kind of like marketing, man. I'm not going to lie. What are you guys all complaining about? Oh, this thing's full as well. Do we not have enough security? We only have one. Oh, okay. Well, we need to get Lester Tickle in here. That's a great name. Let's also get Lauren Asparagus. Let's bring you in here as well. Honestly, all things considered, getting like 3.5-star reviews, getting like silver tier reviews from these guys is not bad. Let's be honest. All things considered, that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Not 100% sure. I think we will get the silver here as well. We do only have like 11 days left, but it seems like we're doing okay, which is, I mean, yeah, we're at 59,000 with a week left. We're going to be fine. I'm honestly a little surprised that we've managed to get up to silver there, but that's good. I now know what to do in future, so probably single little marketing rooms would be the way to go. But this is good. We got a beanbag. We got a heated wax lamp. I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. That's great. I will say I would like to come back to this and try for the gold because it's only 80,000. We did 61. So I think we can pull that off. But for now, we have to pick a new museum. We have Bungle Wasteland. It did bit my tongue. That really hurt. Ow. That was really painful. Okay. Experiment with an abandoned science facility and see why its oasis has turned green. Or investigate an alien artifact that crash landed on Pebberley Island. I don't know which one of those I prefer. I want to say aliens sounds like a really fun time. Also interesting that there's no voiceover for this one. There's usually a voiceover for these like fly-in cinematics. Also, I want to point out, it looks like there is no museum built right now. So we're doing this from scratch, which is kind of a big deal. Welcome to Pebberley Heights, where an unidentified fallen object has crashed down from outer space, presumably. We're calling it an astral anomaly, and it's up in that tree. The astral anomaly was so delightfully curious that the county wanted an investigation to see whether there's anything else interesting to be found in space. Before you start answering their questions and the many riddles of the universe, you have the honor of raising the platform to the astral anomaly. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing this is like a little elevator. This is how people are getting in here. That's kind of cool. I'm all right with that. There it is, with its strange markings and an air of mystery. Still, there isn't much of anything else up here. On your platform, above the jungle, we're going to need a building. Okay, build a building and buy a helipad. This looks, oh, I can expand this. Amazing. So this isn't just a single platform. This can be expanded by quite a bit. Look at the amount of room we have to play with here. Oh my God. I'm excited about this. I'm very excited about this. Okay, let's very quickly, I guess, put together a building. I have no idea what this building is going to need to look like though, but we will figure that out together. Let's do a little something here. Let's do a little something here. I can't do that apparently. Let's do this to start with, and then this part. So it's kind of going to wrap around is my thinking. I want to have like some sort of wings over here and like a wing kind of over here, because this is how people are getting in, right? This is the entrance. So this kind of makes sense. The doors also look really cool. And I'm kind of feeling like windows would be a great idea. So like here, here, and here, and here. And then maybe on the front as well. It's a hell of a view. We might as well take advantage of it. So we'll do a couple of windows just up front like this. And that seems great. The question I have though is where the hell am I putting a helipad? Oh, that's a really cool looking building actually. I like that a lot. All right, so helipad. It's also going to be free, which is amazing. Out here seems like it would make the most sense now that I'm kind of looking at this. This definitely feels like the spot that makes the most sense for helipads. So right there. Whoa! Did you see that? Some junk just appeared out of thin air, almost like it was beamed here. It may not look like much, but that junk is now of the utmost importance to the investigation. Send a space expert to examine the space scrap. Okay, messy mystery. Piles of scrap are appearing around the museum. Maybe it has something to do with the astral anomalies. Send space experts to examine space scrap. Examining space scrap will remove it from the museum. Space crap may contain money, perks, or even may contain money, perks, or even exhibits. I would assume that's a typo. One civilization's rubbish is another useful whatever. Okay. So we need to get a space expert. We have Hydrogena Mayonnaise. Welcome. And we have Arnold Michter. Welcome. That's fine. I would like to edit this building is what I'd like to do because we need a door. We need a nice big door right there. And I want to do some windows, I guess here and here. What do the small windows look like in this place? A lot less interesting. Okay. So we're not going to bother with those, but I think that's kind of cool looking. That seems like a good space. And I'm also kind of wondering, do I want to spend some money to just sort of surround the helipad? I kind of do, I think. 1, 2, 3, that's fine. I'm going to build this for now. It's a little bit of needless money being spent, but it kind of lets me enclose the helipad into its own little area, which I think is cool. It might have been better to not have this right up against it, but that's fine. I think I'm okay with that. And it gives me some room to play with, which again, I'm kind of okay with. I don't know if I can send people out to deal with the scrap though. I guess we'll find out together how exactly that works. And I guess we're going to have to build so much stuff in here, but for now, let's just speed things up a little bit and we will analyze this and see what it's all about. I guess that's the idea. And that has given me a celestial cell. Interesting. Okay. Intriguing. Inside the space scrap was another artifact. It's time we displayed the astral anomalies. I'm sure many of the county's most curious minds would be interested. Unlike most kinds of exhibits, we know nothing about astral anomalies. They're discovered with zero knowledge. Start analyzing space exhibits to work out what's going on. Okay. That's fine. So that one also has circles on it. That looks like 2 of the same exhibits. So one of those would need analyzed. Admit 5 professors, 3 exhibits with a level 3 decoration rating. Analyze and ask. We have so much to do at this museum. And I'm kind of here for it. I'll be honest. I'm kind of here for it. This is going to be fun. Although we need to get people in here. We have so much to do. We have so much to do. Okay. Let's spend a moment. We're not going to be doing this all today because the episode's going on a little bit. We've already done some stuff today, but we're going to grab these guys and I'm going to put them in here because this seems like kind of a cool place. I think that's all right. We're going to need a staff room. We're going to need an analysis room. We're going to need toilets. So what I think we'll do is we're going to expand this building a little bit further. And then what we'll go ahead and get is a staff room for one, because that is going to be absolutely necessary. And I think what we'll do is put the staff room, I want to say here, I guess we don't want to go too big with it. So something like this for a staff room should be fine. People need space to recover. So that's going to be like the first thing we put in there. Let's do a nice couch down at the bottom. Let's do, I can't squeeze a water cooler in next to it, so the couch is going to go here. Let's do the coffee counter, because that seems like it's going to be important. Let's get some decorations in here with a nice rug, just to make sure the room looks all right. We'll get a clock up above the couch, or maybe there, just to sort of fill in the space. And we can do pretty much anything else in here if we wanted to. I think I'm going to do, I think I am going to try and do a TV. I'm not too sure if that's a terrible layout. That is an awful layout. Maybe we don't do the TV. You know what? This room can be quite basic. I'm not super concerned about it, but we do need a staff room in there. We will probably need a training room as well, which can be 3x2. An analysis room has to be 4x4, which is making me think I should have made the staff room bigger, which is unfortunate because I was hoping I could get away with a 3 by something here, but I guess that's fine. We'll cancel the room. We'll edit the staff room. We'll make it a little bit bigger. And you know, as much of a mess as this is, that'll do just fine. That's going to be our staff room. So now we want to get an analysis room, which is going to be this guy. The door for the analysis room can be right in the middle. The machine can be right in the middle as well. We can do a little bit of decoration with these guys in the corners. We can do the desk, I want to say, right in that corner because I think it looks cool. I think we can only do one of the, oh, we can do multiple of these. Okay, we're going to do multiple of those because I think it's cool. Small server cabinet is going to give us more power. Do I want to spend that much money on a small server cabinet though? I think I will, just to try and make our analysis process a little bit better. And I think I'm going to do a whiteboard on that wall as well. So we'll confirm that, which gives us the analysis room, which we absolutely need because we need to take this guy and throw it into the analysis machine, and we'll need someone to deal with that. And then I guess the next thing we do, so we need training. That's going to be really important, but I think the most important thing is going to be a bathroom to start with, which can be quite small. How big does a training room need to be? Just out of curiosity. 3x2, that's unfortunate. I was hoping I could get away with 2x2. We could get a marketing room if, you know what, let's just do a full-size bathroom, whatever. Let's go for, where is the bathroom? This guy. So it's going to go here, and the door for it's going to go down here. And I guess we'll also do we'll do the gold as we usually do. So 1, 2, and 3 of those. We will go 1, 2, 3 sinks, and we'll get some hand dryers. And I guess we'll go 1 and 2 of those. Should be totally fine. We can maybe get a bin over in this corner, which seems great. And that is going to be our bathroom. So that's some essential stuff. We just need a check-in space now. And you know what? I think we're just going to expand the building again. We're just going to make this space a whole thing. We'll go ahead and approve that. Wasn't too expensive. And then I guess for check-in, I said check-in. We need the ticket booth, not check-in necessarily, but ticketing, you know, the ticket booth. It's going to go, I almost want to make a little room for it, the way we've seen in some of the other museums that we've visited. So I think 2 things right there is fine. I'd be tempted to move them back a little bit so they have a little bit more space. And then around those, I want to do some walls. I want to make like a little staff space back here. And now that I'm thinking about it, that probably would have been a better spot for a staff room. So could I very quickly grab this guy, swing it around like this? I want to move the door to be here. We can probably move a lot of other stuff around as well, but this guy's going to live in that corner. We'll do this guy down here. That'll be fine. Maybe a vending machine if I'm feeling generous, but that's where I'm thinking the staff room can live. And then around that, I'm hoping I can do some walls. This might be unnecessary, but I think it might be kind of cool as well. So something like that, something like that. So those are now enclosed, like properly enclosed. And then a staff door goes here and here. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of here for that. So the staff rooms, like in a nicely enclosed space, we can do exhibits over here. We can do another room in here, maybe 2 marketing rooms. We can do a training room over here. I'm so good at museum design. I don't even think I realize how good I am. For legal reasons, that's a joke. So we're absolutely putting a training room over in this corner where the staff room used to be. We can do a couple of little training desks down at this bottom wall. We can do the book returns thing right here in the middle. And we can do a certificate. We can do this guy. And we can do this guy over on that wall as well. And that should make things nice and effective. Now, we don't need that right now, but it's going to be good for later. Just like we don't really need marketing right now, but that might be good as well. Although a little bit expensive, and I might be getting kind of carried away here. So maybe we don't do marketing right now. I think what I will do though is just put some flooring underneath these guys to make them look a little bit more interesting. I'm kind of thinking this diamond blue could be kind of fun. And I do like the look of that. In fact, I think I'm going to change out this one for diamond blue as well. I think that's going to be like the sort of accent color that we go for here. And then maybe like a nice marble. No, definitely not that one. Can I get like gray squares? I think that's what we'll go for the rest of it, or the darker ones. No, we want to go for something light in here since everything's kind of sci-fi looking. So let's just go for that for now, and we will figure the rest out. When it comes to these guys, since they have no knowledge, we don't actually need info boards, but I think it's going to be, nice to get some info boards. So let's do a little divider right there. And I can't do a divider right there because there's a window in the way. So we're not going to bother with the dividers at all, which I guess is fine. We can do an info board here. We can do an info board there. I don't like that it's blocking the window, but I'm not super concerned about it. Those are basically useless for now. But what we can do is get some space decorations around here to make this place a little bit more interesting. So these guys, those are pretty cool looking. We have space canisters as well. We have some wall tube lights, which I don't know about you, but that seems kind of interesting, I guess, is how we're going to choose to describe these. Can I put them between the windows? I totally can. Yeah, that's where those are going. That's pretty cool looking. So how are these doing for decoration? 3 of 5 right now. That's okay. What else can we do for space? We have a space data display. I wish it was a little bit more symmetrical, but that's okay. We've got a model planet, which I guess we could sort of hang above these guys. That seems fine, I guess. And these canisters, I want to say we're going to put them, let's go for like here. Can I get it like right next to this guy? I don't think I can. Where do I want to put these canisters? I guess off to the side there is totally fine. And I guess off to the side there is totally fine. That gives us 5 of 5 on decoration, which is great. We have got some space banners we could play with as well. I don't suppose it would be necessary to do one of those because we don't have a ton of money to play with. So that seems good. We just need to get staff now. So we need some assistants. Let me hire you, and let me hire you as well. And let me make sure that both of you are set up to only do the ticket booth, because I think I'm going to try to have employees doing specific tasks this time around. I think that's kind of fun. And we're also going to put you guys in purple is what we're going to do, because that's all sort of spacey looking is my thinking. We are also going to need to, let's see, let me have a look at my staff very quickly. We have got some experts, which is great. We can also train them, which is very, very exciting. I don't know what we need to train them in, though, is the problem. So we're not going to worry too much about it. I think what we will do is boost the ticket booth proficiency with these guys. So we'll train one of you at a time because I could train both of you. We will be needing some janitors. So let's get Georgina Bird, since we probably only need one. And we're going to need some security. So Ivy Trellis. We'll bring you in here. We're going to change you out for the noir uniform, and that'll be fine. We also apparently just found, oh, we have found other things. Interesting. And we have 2 of these as well. Okay. Well, this is going to have to come over here. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be in its own little space, but that's okay. I did say I wasn't going to spend forever. Oh, we've got more scrap as well. Amazing. Can I set one of my experts to only go and deal with scrap and then the other one to do restoration? Apparently not. Okay. We might just need a lot of experts. Now, in other news, we are managing to analyze this exhibit in here. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and analyze one of these triangle exhibits, and we'll move this celestial cell over because we do have one of those already, but we can kind of just set it in here and probably be fine. Although, to be fair, for our current objectives, all we need to do is display 3 exhibits with a level 3 decoration rating. We also need to analyze things and also claim some prizes. So I think what we'll do is grab you and we will analyze you because I think that makes sense. And then I guess we're going to move you over to this spot. And I suppose what we're probably going to do here is kind of just copy the layout that we have on the other side. So let's see how exactly I've done that. I think right there, and I think right there for some of the info boards. I don't want the window. I do want the thing in between the window, the wall tube lights, and they're going to go right there and there. We then want to grab the space button wall displays, and they're going to go in that back corner there and right there. Oh, and we've done the objective as well. The artifact inside the space scrap appears to be some kind of power source, though it's not quite clear what it might be for. There are reports from the 2-point space station of strange debris stuck in orbit. Sounds like you need to plan an expedition into space. Okay, yeah, sure. We're gonna go to space, apparently. That's, yeah, just casually going to space. I'm okay with that. That's totally fine. Let's get these last little bits of decoration into here, and that should be perfectly fine for all of those exhibits, which is great. We're also done with some analysis down here, which is very exciting. We have another little something being uncovered right here. I'm hoping it's something unique because then I can throw that celestial cell into, oh, that got me nothing. Other than, well, I got a perk, which I guess I'm okay with. But other than that, it was nothing. I'll tell you what. Let's leave it there for today. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this museum. I'm really keen to see what we can do with it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be amazing. I think we're going to have a really fun time. I love this. I love the little enclosed ticketing space. I think that's very, very cool. I would like to maybe change the color of it a little bit. Like a sort of, none of those colors is none of those colors is what I'm looking for. I want more of a, like that color right about there. I think it's pretty good. We will need to, oh, we got vandals. Hold on a minute. We'll deal with that. I'd like to, how do I, oh, I have to delete my swatches. Okay. Delete that one. And then I want this guy to be like a nice sort of bluish color that matches the floor. So save that swatch. And then we're going to go in here, get this guy to match because I think it looks good. And where, so that's you. You're being chased off by security. I don't think you get away with anything, which is great. I don't think we have enough space in here for anyone to get away with anything, which is also probably great. So we're doing okay. We can get a security room in here at some point. We'll get marketing in here at some point. We are making some money, which is great. We need to go to space, which is, oh, that's, yeah, that's a whole thing. We're going to space, apparently. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm excited about it. But that'll be a thing for the next episode because that is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.